Hey guys, today we're going to do something different than skill tests. We are going to do 4 full build tests against everyone's favorite boss. Floor 13 boss, Alaz The Blaze Shooters. I believe a lot of people, including myself, are farming this boss because this boss is the only one that drops the material for the strongest weapon in the game currently. Also, the board quest for this boss is one of the best to level up our characters. Since the boss is weak to blunt and I don't have a good melee skills, we are going to test it with my 4 different axe builds to see how they compare to each other. Before we begin, please like, share and subscribe to my channel for more SAO integral factor contents. To start off, we are going to look at my full attack build, which currently gives me around 2400 attacks. On the attack skill, I have Halloween Cat Leafa that will help me boost my attack even more. And Mismatch Silica, so my normal attack does more damage the more HP I have. I have 28,000 HP with this build. Then we will look at my attack critical build with this Asuna skill that increases critical damage. My critical is at 19% to help the critical rate. I will replace this Leafa with the Matter skill that can increase critical rate. This build has slightly less HP than the pure attack one, but the difference is very small that it won't make much difference on the bonus from Mismatch Silica. We'll start with the attack critical build first, and we'll focus on the damage from Mismatch Silica skills and normal attack and the critical hit. The Mismatch Silica skill does around 19,000 damage and the Matter skill does around 22,000. My critical normal attack does around 8,100 and without the critical is around 5,600. Now if you are wondering why I'm doing the critical build even though my critical rate is low, it's because the Nautilus can give critical buff that gives 19.5 critical rates, which is pretty good. My critical build is if Nautilus buffs and my Matter skill inflict a debuff, I will get around 50% critical, which will make me hit critical quite often as you can see in this run. Now you'll see my damage drop slightly. This is because Axe Weapon Proficiency skill has a skill that increases damage when the enemy HP is above 50%. And the enemy HP now is below 50%. I actually record this video for myself since I always wonder which build is best for Alaz grinding and having trouble remembering how much damage I inflict on each build. It is easier to see the damage on video, so I thought I'd share it. Who knows, someone will find it useful too. Okay, so it's dead. My time is 1 minute and 25 seconds with this build. And let's see how it compares to the full attack build. I will switch my attack set and challenge the boss again. This build has 166 more attack compared to the previous one, but will not get increased critical damage. Let's see if it is better to get more attack or more critical and higher critical damage. The Halloween Cat Leafa is hitting 25,000 damage and the Mismatch Silica is around 22,000. My normal attack is hitting around 5,600 damage, which is not much different from before because of the previous set has a dancing Yuuki that increased the normal attack. I got attack increased each time with Leafa, so my hit is getting larger. Unlike my previous fight, I don't hit critical that much and I still don't know how much damage is my normal damage with critical. The problem with my attack build is that I have to maintain 75% HP to deal maximum damage, because I'm using the energetic Silica and the pastel summer Silica, so I have to pay attention when farming. Finally I got critical, but the enemy HP is already lower than 50%, so I can only guess that the critical is around 7,700 maybe. With this build, my normal attack only get very little damage increase from before, and the critical damage of course is lower. It is lower by 400 damage on normal attack. The skill attack got around 3000 damage increase however, and I think I used the skill around 10 times per skill before the boss got bitten. Time wise, I got around the same time with both set at 1 minute and 25 seconds. Looks like the attack increase and the Leafa skill that increased the attack made up for the lack of critical chance and damage. Next we will test it with the HP build. We'll have the same active set with Matter and Mismatch Silica. On the passive, first I have this HP attack build, which gets me to almost 46,000 HP and 1965 attack. On the other set, I have an HP critical build with the same critical rate and damage increase skill. With this set, my HP is almost at 45,000 and my attack is sitting at 1619, so it drops quite a bit. My HP is lower by 1000, my attack is lower by 346 points. Let's see if the critical can make up for the attack loss. And we'll start with the HP attack build first. I probably should use the Leafa skill instead of Matter on my attack build, but well. The Mismatch Silica skill damage is at 18,300 and Matter is hitting almost 27,000 on critical. The critical damage on my normal attack is around 8,100, which is similar to the attack critical build I showed earlier. My normal attack, however, is hitting at 6,200, which is quite a jump from before. I got around 800 damage increase. Compared to the full attack build, my skill attack is lower by around 4,000 damage, but my normal damage increased by 800. Now this run I hit a lot of critical despite not using critical skill other than the Matter skill. Each of my Matter skills so far has been hitting critical, and it finally decided not to hit critical, and the damage is at 21,000. I've been getting critical buff from Nautilus quite often, and the Matter skill inflict weakness debuff very often too, so this is a lucky run for me. So Matter skill does matter when it comes to critical rate. Matter skill, Matter. Time wise, it is 10 seconds faster compared to the other run, but this is quite a lucky run, so I did not expect it to hit critical this much with a non-critical build, but I'll take it. Next up, we will see the HP critical build. So if you guys have any suggestions on how what other build I can try on, let me know in the comment below. So the Mismatch Silica skill is hitting almost 16,500, which is a lot lower compared to the full attack build. It drops at around 5,500 damage. The Matter skill is hitting almost 19,000 and my normal attack is at around 6,000, which is 200 point lower despite the 180 additional damage from the dancing Foliage Yuuki. The critical damage from my normal attack though can hit up to 8,900, which if we compare to the full attack build, it increased by 1,300 on each hit. With this set, since I don't use the double Silica passive, my damage output will be the same even when my HP drop below 75%. With the 44,000 HP, I can tank some of the hit without worrying my HP drops below 75% or even dying, thus allowing me to play more casually with this build. Time-wise, it is the same as before at 1 minute and 15 seconds, which is faster compared to the attack build by 10 seconds. Now the time shown here will vary depending on the boss attack pattern, but in average, all 4 builds that I tested seems to do about the same time at around 1 minute and 20 seconds. I personally still like my last build to grind this floor 13 boss, because I can play carelessly and still get the maximum damage of it, and the time to kill the boss is about the same with the other build that has a lot higher attack. If you have any suggestion on how I can kill the boss faster, feel free to leave the comment below and I will appreciate your suggestions. That's it for the video. Bye now.